All right, man, let's talk, man. Vergil Ortiz sued Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy. Might do a live on it sometime Saturday. I got a busy Saturday, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get to a live Saturday, but eventually. So, long story short, what they're saying on Vergil Ortiz and is that the zone deal with Golden Boy expired on December 31st of 2025. Therefore, with no DAZN deal allegedly per their contract, they can go look for other endeavors. Now, according to his lawyer, now he has a lawyer that was the same lawyer, according to the Boxing Scene article, who got Canelo out of his deal with Golden Boy. Now, according to that lawyer, that's the case with the deal. Now, Golden Boy told them that, they are basically have an agreement with the zone, an extension agreement through 2027. So that's what they saying. We have an agreement, excuse me real quick, through 2027. We have an agreement through 2027 with the zone. And I guess they alleging it was a rough draft. Now, it's been put out there that they will not give the zone an extension. The zone will not get Golden Boy extension allegedly unless they make Ortiz and Jerron Ennis fight. Now, what it seemed like, according to Dan Raphael, and we talked about it, Raphael wants a 60-40 split. So he wants Eddie Hearn possibly, just a hypothesis, to pay, the difference of Vergil Ortiz person. Now, I don't understand why they can't go to the zone, and the zone probably say, look here, this the deal we want to do. This is as much as we giving y'all, that's that. That's that. So that's, so pretty much that's that. Now, also in that particular article, it read that Vergil Ortiz, that Oscar De La Hoya has, substance abuse history, and he also beefed with other boxing promoters that killed opportunities for Ortiz to maximize his earning potential. Basically, they said that he was beefing with Turkey Al-Sheikh and he talked shit to Turkey Al-Sheikh. Therefore, he can't keep getting them turkey checks. And his reputation and him talking bad about Turkey and operating in bad faith hurts Vergil Ortiz's pocket. So Vergil is telling you my best paydays came from Turkey and him talking bad about Zuffa boxing. So also, matter of fact, let's go off the iPhone. I'm gonna run through this. So just in case I can't get into a live fast enough, I'm gonna read all of this shit. So give me a minute. So we gonna read all this shit. So it's hot shit out here. So his attorney name is all these fucking ads, bro. In a lawsuit, so basically Ortiz attorney Gregory Smith, who oversaw the efforts of another star fighter, Saul Canelo Alvarez, to leave Golden Boy due to breach of contractual grounds. In the lawsuit, Sam writes, Ortiz, 24-0, 22 knockouts, has the right to split with Golden Boy if his streaming agreement with the zone expires, which Smith claims it did on December 31st, 2025. He said, even though a smaller Golden Boy card streamed on the zone Friday night, here headlined by welterweight contender Raul Carrillo, Golden Boy is still negotiating a DAZN for a new renewal, but De La Hoya's efforts to strike a deal for Ortiz and Ennis is complicating the situation, insider told Boxing. De La Hoya proposed a 64, we know that. Smith is seeking for the Ortiz's lawyer from the U.S. District Court in Nevada to provide clarity on Golden Boy DAZN situation after Ortiz moved to end his proportional rights agreement with Golden Boy last week, a move promoters refute on Tuesday. Smith provided the background in the lawsuit about De La Hoya. Quote, although, and that's the lawyer, although Mr. De La Hoya is a legendary boxer, he has a history of substance abuse and rocky relationship with other boxing promoters. In recent years, he has unprofessionally attacked his peers and other boxing luminaries on social media platforms, including weekly Instagram rants in which clap that ass Thursday, in which he concludes by telling various boxers and promoters to F themselves. Quote, to protect Ortiz from ramifications from Mr. De La Hoya's behavior and other boxing industry forces and factions, the PRA contains a provision at section .3 K, requiring Golden Boy to work in good faith with other promoters as necessary to negotiate Ortiz's preferred opponent, and also allowing Ortiz representatives to directly negotiate with other promoters. That same clause prevents Golden Boy from engaging in negotiation behind Ortiz's back by requiring Golden Boy to fully disclose terms of any written offer, requiring Ortiz to be signatory to any agreement related to this fight. Now, when he been doing this going on, but maybe it wasn't a big of a deal, because when I told X that he dug Crawford, he called me a liar, and I dropped the receipts from Crawford, Steven Nelson saying that, and Crawford's brought that up since then. So he didn't say shit back because, how do I know something and you don't? In the event that the promoter's distribution relationship with his own terminates for any reason, and promoters does not have an agreement in principle to place an exclusive distribution relationship with the alternative broadcaster, when a boxer shall have the rights to terminate his agreement. So they don't have the zone. They don't have nothing else lined up. Smith said Golden Boy responded that the promoter provided information that drafts for a potential Golden Boy extension through 2027 and have been exchanged. Like I said, that's predicated, according to Dan Raphael, basically, if he get this fight done. Smith attached a legal quote of precedence, quote, an agreement to agree at a future time is nothing. Being difficult in staging Ortiz and okay, I don't care about that. Quote, at Mr. Turki Al-Sheikh's direction, Saudi Arabia has been a significant sponsor of boxing matches in the last few years, both in Riyadh and outside the KSA, such as September 2025 bout between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford in Vegas. Quote, instead of working in good faith with all boxing promoters to assure that boxers maximizes his exposure and revenue opportunities, Mr. De La Hoya publicly attacked Mr. Al-Sheikh and Zuffa Boxing, Mr. Al-Sheikh's new partnership with the leadership of the UFC. Quote, in December 2025, Mr. De La Hoya posted on Instagram an explicitive full rant insulting the project all involved. Through his and other actions, Golden Boy Promotion actively undercutting any opportunities to maximize Ortiz's potential earning from Saudi-backed sponsorship. Smith alleges Golden Boy also violated his mandate, providing 3 options to Ortiz. Quote, in December 2025, meeting with Golden Boy Promotions and Ortiz representative, Golden Boy Promotions presented an offer for the bout with Ennis and insisted, despite a PRA requirement, that Ortiz be offered at least 3 potential opponents for any bout, that if Ortiz did not agree to the fight, that he would be benched and not presented with any other opportunities. They do that, but that not in his contract. Shout out to him having a solid contract. Golden Boy Promotions also threatened it would publicly blame Ortiz if the team for the fight with Ennis not happening, if Ortiz did not agree to the sole offer presented, Smith wrote. So apparently they had a meeting in 2025. He was offered with the fight. Vergil Ortiz said no, it sounded like the money wasn't good enough, and that they didn't offer 2 more options. They just said Ennis or go on the bench, which I said they should do at the beginning. So at the end of the day, that changes everything. Because that's his attorney mentioning that. That changes everything. So he wanted more money for the fight, like Rick Merrigan says. They wasn't, but they're claiming they wasn't involved in the negotiations. They just got presented an offer. He ducked the fight. Although Golden Boy did not disclose it to Ortiz during the meeting, Ortiz later learned through public comments of Mr. Hearn that there had already been a meeting between Golden Boy Promotions and Matchroom Boxing in the Zone that resulted in a written agreement related to terms for the Ortiz and Ennis fight. Golden Boy Promotions never presented this document to Ortiz, again breaching his commitment in PRA. So for the most part, he didn't know nothing about the meeting. He just got the offer. He wasn't involved in the negotiations. So Oscar and them agreed to the fight. Ortiz wanted more money. Ortiz still ducked. So Ortiz trying to get out of this, from in my opinion, Ortiz trying to get out of this to have Turkey put the money up for the fight. That's my opinion. Mr. De La Hoya public outbursts and attacks after the PRA was terminated were designed to improperly interfere with Ortiz's opportunity to work with other promoters by creating industry confusion as Golden Boy rights or lack of the lawsuit alleges. Quote, they were also type of effort to vilify and blame Ortiz and Mr. Rick Merrigan, his manager, that Golden Boy Promotions had threatened when Ortiz turned down the fight offering this him. So he turned down the fight. There you go. Golden Boy Promotions by engaging in the aforementioned acts, and they agreed with Eddie Hearn without Ortiz knowing. I agree that's shady. Acts on omission or by authorizing or ratifying such acts engaged in willful, malicious, intentional, oppressive, and despicable conduct and act with a safety of Ortiz, thereby justifying award punitive and exemplary damages in amount to be determined at trial. So he's suing for some money. He's suing for free money. Not at all, Smith said, just Golden Boy Promotions involved. So Golden Boy did eventually reach a statement. Golden Boy released the following statement in the lawsuit to the suit. Quote, we are aware of the lawsuit. Unfortunately, Vergil is getting bad advice from his lawyer, manager, who repeatedly violated the contract. We will aggressively defend the lawsuit and enforce our rights. We are confident the judge will agree that our contract is valid and Vergil and his team are in breach. So there you have it. So Vergil turned down the fight. He probably knew he can get more money just based off the fact that without getting this fight done, they don't get an agreement. So therefore, there was a loophole to get out. Oscar probably should have took the money out of his pocket and made it whole and was like, here, we can give you this. Or we can give you this on the back end if it do good. He didn't do that because he probably don't have the money and don't want to dig in his personal pocket. So it is what it is. Let me know what you think. Hit the link in the description. The first link, join the link. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Patreon, X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, the whole nine. Peace.